Here are 8 signs why you're wasting away your life. And you want to listen to them really closely because they're the reason why people are pushing for a higher minimum wage. No one could find a job and they're getting killed with taxes and inflation in the world. So listen to the last two because it's really important. So let's get into it. The first one is you lack direction. Most people don't know what they want to do. They're actually just following what everyone else is doing. They're copycatting everyone. They're not going to follow their own intuition or their own gut feeling, as I like to say, and actually decide this makes me feel good. I'm going to go do this. They're too scared. They're too critical on themselves. They allow other people's judgment or the fear of other people's judgment get to them really quickly. And so it's not really good for people's lives if they want to get ahead to do what they want to do and get up and get out and get going. Have some direction. When I say by have some direction is everyone knows what they really want to do in life already. You already know what bores you. You already know what excites you. So just get out and go do it. And it's actually cool because some people may have interests that I don't like or I'm not aware of. And when I see it, it makes it more interesting to me because when you start doing those things, you see the passion from that people come out. You see that person come alive. I think one of the biggest things that people don't realize is that when you don't follow what you want to do or you don't have a direction, you feel lost. You become a robot. And this is bad because I've seen it lead to depression in men. My own brother actually passed away from this. And I think it's sad because every man needs a purpose. Every man needs a direction. Every man needs a focus. And we need to get out there and just go knock this shit out the park. Now, another sign that I see people wasting their life is that they set false goals. And what I mean by that is that they set these goals, but they never do anything to achieve them. It's like New Year's resolutions. How many people do you see start off at the gym at the beginning of the new year, and then by March, the gym is empty again? That's what's happening a lot of times today, not just men, but everyone in general. And so, if you want to actually know your life is progressing and growing, commit. Whatever goal you set, follow through to the end. Don't let it be unfinished. Make it happen. We only have one shot at this life. And so it's important that whatever goal you have, just finish it. It doesn't have to be a big goal. It could be the smallest goal. I'm going to walk for 10 minutes today. I'm going to walk for half an hour. I'm going to read 5 pages in a book. I'm going to watch 2 YouTube videos on how to make videos or how to cook like Filipino food. It doesn't have to be big, but you got to make sure whatever you start, you finish. This is one of the lessons that was passed down from me, from my dad, from my brothers, all the strong men in my life. Whatever you start, you finish it. You don't back up. You don't waste time. You go through, follow through, make it happen. It's okay if you fail, but it's not okay to let it go and give up. Follow through with whatever you have your eyes on and your intentions. I think it's important to know that I've had situations where people would start so many things and never finish them. I've had business partners do this as well, and that costed me over 6 figures. And so I'm very unhappy with that because whatever they started, they never finish. They have this grand idea of how they want to paint the picture, but they don't actually take it step by step. They don't look at what they're doing. They don't connect the dots. They don't complete the bridge. And I feel sorry for these guys because I know they're going to burn a lot of money forever. Just if you start, go finish it. That's all there is to it. There's nothing else you have to discuss about it. It's like trying to have sex with a female, but you don't bust. What's the fun in that? Come on. Another big sign is escapism. And that's when you don't want to give into your problems. You don't want to acknowledge them. You don't want to solve them. You want to run from them. You want someone else to take care of it. No one's here to save us. It's very important that men know that whatever you're going to do, there's going to be problems. And it's okay to have problems. It's always okay to have hiccups. But just get out there. Solve them. Follow it through till the end. Because if you leave the problem, when you come back, it's going to still be there. If you don't want to deal with the baby mama that's giving you headaches and you go out and drink, come back home, the problem's still going to be there. Or you have issues at work with a colleague or something, the problem's still going to be there. You might as well go deal with the problem and get it out the way. Now, some people are going to say it's confrontational if you do that. I'm like, you got to be okay with it. Because I'm not trying to bear the stress. I'm not trying to bear this load. So get this shit resolved so we could keep it moving. Another sign that people waste their life is they spend too much time partying. Spend more time trying to get drunk, get faded. They're trying to get keyed. And how does this benefit life? It's a temporary pleasure. You're going to wake up with a hangover the next day. You're going to wake up tired, lazy, oversleeping because you stayed up late, kicking it. And then now when you go to work, you're not gonna be happy. You're gonna be grouchy. You're not gonna be effective. You're not gonna be productive. So how's that gonna look on your work situation? Over partying is a killer of men's dreams and goals and productivity. As men, we have to make things happen. We have to build things. That's just how it goes. Whether we create something creatively or physically, we have to be productive at all times. And that's just one of the givens of life. Can't be a taker all the time. So make it happen. Now, with too much partying attached to that, I would say you're not healthy. You got to take care of yourself. Too much drinking, too much partying, you're going to have a lot of alcohol, a lot of bad food, not enough sleep. You're going to gain weight. You're going to be lethargic. You're not going to be in your best physical shape. And I've had those situations all the time. I grew up in the late 90s, early 2000s. I was already drinking by the time I was 16 and partying all night long to go to sleep at 5 a.m., to wake up at 7, to go to work at 8. I know what it feels like. I've done that all the time. And I was working sales jobs too, during that time. So I'm out here faded, making sales in my job. And I'm just like, damn, I can't do this. Take it easy on yourself. It's okay once in a while to go out and have a good time, but don't overdo it. It's not worth it. There's so much more to life than just partying to oblivion. Another sign you're wasting your life, you're indecisive. You don't know what you want. You're not clear. And that's the weakest shit ever, I think. By the time you actually grow some hair on your balls, you should already know what you want. Be decisive, make a decision, and go for it. Now, it's okay to be concerned, but don't worry too much about it. When you worry too much, you're not going to actually be able to make a decision, and so you freeze. And some of the greatest opportunities I've missed is because I froze, or I had a business partner that froze and didn't sign for us. And we lost a lot of potential money we could have made on those deals. And so it's important that if someone's going to do something, just execute it, just go do it. What's the worst going to happen? As long as it doesn't hurt anyone else, it doesn't kill you. All right, cool. Go do it. It's cool. Because if you can't be decisive, at some point, a woman's going to decide for you or someone else is going to decide for you. You might as well make a decision for yourself. And that's very important. Now, I see people always thinking about the past, wasting your life just thinking about what could have been or what should have been. You're not living in the present. You're missing out on the time right now. You have to make a decision to change something so you can have a different future. Thinking about the past does nothing. It's there. It's concrete. It's like a tombstone. It's done. You can't get rid of it. You can't change it. It is what it is. So keep it moving. Think about now. Focus on now. Take the lessons from the past. Yes, definitely. One of the lessons I have now was that I wish that I could have been a better listener to my brothers or to some of my friends, and they're no longer here. They're no alive. So my lesson now is if I have the capability to listen to someone, I'll listen to them. Now, I'm a type A. I'm in your face. I have no problems to tell someone to fuck off. Even though that still does come out of me time to time, I try to refrain myself and just try to listen to what's the situation and how we can resolve it without a high level of stress or confrontation. But some situations will warrant it. There's other situations where I felt like I was a little too soft and I should have fucking hammered the fucker as quickly as possible to get them off my back. I wish I should have done that from the get-go and set that standard rather than waiting till I blew up and actually made everyone fearful. It happens. It is what it is. But you got to keep it going and you got to keep it moving. Don't dwell on the past. Don't worry about the future. Think about right now and what you could do. When you are fully present, you're not wasting your life. You're experiencing it. So get to it. Now, working too much and feeling burned out is one I struggle with all the time. When you're overworking yourself, you have no time for rest. You don't have time for your family. You don't have time for your friends. You're missing out on a lot of things in life. And it's not worth it to waste your life for a job that will replace you as soon as you die or as soon as you leave. So, yes, work hard. Build that reputation. Build that skill set. But make sure you save a little bit. Save a percentage for your family. Save a percentage for your homies. Save a percentage for your hobbies and yourself. Now, I get it with people that are hungry and they're going to make shit happen. I'm in that phase right now. So I'm running an 8-figure real estate business. I'm actually jumped into another venture, which is a vending machine business. And so a lot of my time sucked up. So I'm trying to be as diligent as possible and maximize everything I could do so I could have time for myself. And time for myself is actually doing this, recording these little monologues. It's a way for me to journal for myself. That way, when I look back at it, I have a way to tell myself, oh yeah, I remember that time. Or if I'm going through a hardship and I could look back at my old videos, I could give myself advice from the past. It's a way for me to actually have reflection, think out loud, and vent. So like my own version of Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. That book is dope. I will tag it down below if you want to actually peep it out or check out any of the other books I read. I read a lot of books, so a lot of them have helped me through the years and helped me develop as a person, as a leader. And don't take it for granted at the time you have. Don't spend it all on work. Enjoy the small things. Now, if you're working too much or something's not going right, you're going to end up feeling trapped. You're going to feel like you're in survival mode. This is one key sign that you're going to actually see, and you could actually feel that life is not what it's supposed to be. It's not how you envisioned it, and that's okay. But it's one of the things that is a sensory feeling. You're going to feel it in your body that, hey, I feel trapped. I feel burned out. I'm stressed out. That's a sign that you're wasting your life away. Your body's not supposed to feel overly stressed, overly burnt out. Now, stress is good. A little bit of stress, some stress. Every once in a while, you're going to have to go through immense stress, and that's normal. That's life. But you should never be at 100% stress mode day in, day out, 25 hours a day, 8 days a week. You should not feel stress all the time. If you do feel stress, it's your body telling you that something's off and you need to change it. Whether it's a job, whether it's getting out of a relationship, whether it's getting rid of a business, whether it's whatever type of environment that you need to get out of, just do it. Now, what I mean by that is leave the situation. Don't give up on the situation. Just take a breather, take a break, and then come back and have the conversations that you need to and try to resolve the situation. Another sign you're wasting your life away is you sleep too fucking long. Men are not bears. Men are meant to be productive. Get up, get going. If you need your 8 hours, you need your 8 hours. If you need less than that, cool. If you need a little bit more, I would start second guessing it. Most of the time, people sleep in because they're bored or they have nothing to do or they know they have nothing planned. Try to be productive every day. Set a routine, set a schedule. For me, I have difficulty setting a routine for sleep, but I do have a routine for waking up every morning. I typically wake up somewhere between 4:30, 5 o'clock. That just gets me to start my day a little bit earlier so I can finish a little bit quicker. But sleeping in too much is you're actually wasting your time, literally burning your time. That's like wiping your ass with dollar bills. For real. Time is important. So if there's anything you want to do in life, get up and go already. I keep saying get up and go, get up and go, and get up and go. But that's really important. We're talking about wasting your life away in this video. So if you don't want to waste your life, just go do what you want to do. Go do what you need to do. Go handle it. Don't worry about it. Don't overthink it, is what I should say. Now, this last one is probably the most important one, and it's the biggest sign that you're wasting away your life. And that means you're too involved with other people's lives. Stop worrying about the gossip. Stop thinking about other people. Think about yourself, your family, and your homies. That's cool. When it comes down to it, no one's going to take care of you. So you need to take care of yourself so you can be productive and take care of your family, take care of your kids. Stop worrying about the BS, the gossip. Stop worrying about the Kardashians, the rappers, whatever people are doing. If it doesn't enrich your life, don't waste your time on it. Now, this video is actually meant to talk about the signs that you're wasting your life. If you find any of these happening to you, take an internal evaluation. What do you want out of life? Because you only get one shot and life is creeping up quick. The economy is going bad. Politics is taxing everyone to the maximum. The cost of goods is going crazy. There's going to be a moment in time when you're not going to be able to survive. So if you don't do something now, you won't be able to do it in the future. Any of the books we want, any of the books you want to read, they're tagged in the description. Like and subscribe if you want more. But with that, peace.